Suppose you are scrolling on Flipkart looking for the best discount on the phone you want to buy. But there are endless list of products that you can see. But what if you could change all that into this small list which you can easily compare using Python? This could bring you the best deal. So let's go and make this. First of all, we need the HTML content of the web page that we want to extract data from. This is done by the third-party module known as requests, which we have imported here. Then we use BS4, that is Beautiful Soup. This brings access of the HTML web page and helps to extract useful information and data from it. Doing this is called as web scraping or web harvesting. If you get an error after executing this program, which probably means that you don't have requests and BS4 already installed in your computer. So installation is pretty simple. You open up your command window, CMD, and then in the command prompt, you type pip pip install requests. After this, you should get something which loads or downloads the content. But in my case, I have already downloaded requests, so it says requirement are already satisfied. Then you type in pip install BS4 for Beautiful Soup. Again, for me, it is already satisfied, but you should have something which gets downloaded. Moving on further, we get the URL of the web page that we have to extract data from. In our case, it is Flipkart. We want to buy an iPhone. So we go to Flipkart, get an error for my Wi-Fi. Here we are. Now let us search for iPhone 13, nothing less than that. Now here we can see that the first one is of 74,900 and all. We right click and go to inspect. In this inspect tab, you should go to elements and then see all these classes which have been made using CSS and HTML5. We are going to access all of this to grab and extract the data from this site. As you scroll over all of these div class is equal to tabs, you'll see that there are certain blocks that are getting selected. We need this one which has 74,900 cost written on it. So we just dig deeper into that and we find the block which has the text 74,900. Now in this class, which is some random alphabet and numeric sequence, in this class we have our text and we want to grab that exact class. So first of all, taking the URL, we'll paste it in our URL variable inside of single apostrophe, which means string. And then let us say R is equal to requests.get, and what we have to get, the content which is inside our URL, that is Flipkart for iPhone 13 obviously. Write soup is equal to Beautiful Soup in bracket r.content, comma, as shown HTML5 library. What this means is that we are accessing the web page using the HTML5 language to unpack all of its elements. Now we use the command soup.findAll, which will find all the classes that we are going to write inside of the parentheses. Here, looking in Flipkart, we see that the class that we want for the cost of iPhone 13 to be shown is the first one, the whole block. We'll copy the class is equal to whatever is written inside of double inverted commas and just write single inverted comma div as it is shown on the website, which is nothing but the command div comma, and here we'll write class underscore is important, is equal to, again in single inverted commas, the code that we copied. Class is equal to whatever was written, that code. This line will find all the classes that we have defined here. Moving ahead, we write for phones in our result, res. Now we want all the costs which come under such classes that we have defined already. So for cost, we had seen that the class was this one. So we copy the code, do the same thing, but instead of find all, we are going to use find here. Because we are in a loop, so it will find again and again until all of our defined classes are finished. And dot text is written because we want only the text to be extracted from there. And now we print the cost. Here it shows an error that none type object has no attribute text. This is probably because the last elements on this page are not of the same type, whereas there are some functions like going to the next page and so on. So we just write try, that is try to find all these classes. But except on attribute error, that is if it gets a none type or something else which does not contain text, just print nothing, so that we won't have an error and our costs are as shown on the screen. We have our values. You can cross check this with Flipkart. The first one is 74,900. First one is 74,900. The next one is also 74,900. So on until we have 84,900. There it is, 84,900. So all these prices are same as shown on Flipkart. So that works. Now we also want the title to be shown before the price, so that we can know that which one is genuine product and which is not. So we go for the class of the title, we copy the code and do the same thing for getting the title. We say title is equal to phones.find, again div, and the class which we copied for the text title heading. And here we go. We have our title, then the cost. The whole list is here. Thank you.